Alright, and welcome to today's episode. Hope everybody's having a good one. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves. It's a wintry day outside. Sunny here on the server. No rain for a change. Had a snow day for school, so my internet's been a little flaky today, so we'll see how this goes. But today, we're going to start a project that I'm not sure how is going to end, because I've never done it before. I'm going to build a custom tree. I have the leaves, I have the trunk, and we're going to start putting leaves down. See what happens. So, all the trees that I see, that I've kind of worked on, I'll end up start out in the way that I did the Christmas tree, and you can kind of see how I did that one, is I started out kind of symmetrical. And then from there, kind of sort of symmetrical here. Let's see what happens. Gonna fill this in and see what we get out of it. I have no clue what this is gonna look like in the end. So I do want to make this a big tree. It's gonna be more of a weeping willow look than anything else. So should be kind of interesting on how it goes. Like I said, I've never done this before, never built one, so we're just going to start filling this in at this level and see what happens. So hopefully it isn't that bad. Let's see what this is going to look like here. So if you look at a Minecraft tree, they often try to be, let's take a look at this one. You can kind of see there. Let me zoom in. It's almost symmetrical around the trunk. Well, most trunks aren't perfect as far as being symmetrical, so that's what kind of makes it a little more difficult when you do this kind of thing, because it's not a symmetrical trunk, as it were. And there's a stack of leaves. So that probably means is I don't have enough leaves, because I just went through a stack. Just now got one layer done. Let's go take a look at the size. Let's take this down real quick. You see the lag there as I drop down. It's a pretty good size. So what's going to happen here, I can tell you this already, is I'm going to come back in up here and be putting in, I'm going to probably bring the outside down a little bit lower, probably 1 or 2, and the inside up 1 or 2 as well. Sort of get that that bowl shape on the bottom there. I need to get some shears as well. So, yeah, I'm not going to have enough, definitely not going to have enough leaves, so let me fill in what I've got and go collect some more leaves, and I will be back with you here in a bit. Alright, and welcome back. So, what we got so far? Sort of just filling it in, sort of getting a shape to it. Kind of. Using a lot of ender pearls. There we go. Sort of just looking around, looking at it from different angles, sort of seeing what's where. Yeah, using Featherfall a lot. So this is kind of what we've got over there. You can kind of see the shape that I'm going for. And this is really, really rough. I'm still going to shave in a little bit here. You can kind of see some glowstone I've got up in there. Fill this in a little bit. I got some leaves hanging down. I'm going to mix in some jungle leaves as well. I also changed out some of this. I don't know if I gotta sit with this one for a little bit. I took this all the way up. I did it here on the lower roots, and I think that makes sense. But I'm not sure if I want to take this all the way up. I may replace this out. You know what? Now that I'm sitting here looking at that again, that's what I'm going to do. Maybe. We'll see. Having a little bit of connection problems. There we go. I think a few of them make sense. That one probably doesn't. I think down on the lower roots make that work. So, this is what we've got so far. Kind of liking it. The next thing is to get a little bit different shape in here. So, okay, another thing that I got over here is I've got right here in this area, right there, I'm going to have to shave down. And what I'm going to do is I've got a branch that came up over there, and I'm going to sort of make that as its own little section. So if you look over at this tree, you can see in different areas, that's one of those larger natural oak trees. You can kind of see how they have these little clumps. And that kind of makes sense. So that's going to get a clump area up there. It's going to probably get some jungle leaves up in that area, and a little bit of shaving off of there. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get the shears out, and I'm going to start shaving this down a little bit in different places. See what I can come up with. Pillar up here, get a different view from it. Yeah, I kind of like it. I like the general shape. It's coming in pretty good. I'm not gonna. It's not perfect. Isn't what I had exactly in mind, but it's gonna take a little bit of time to get there, I'm sure. So you see the lag there. Let me get the jungle leaves out. Get the shears out. You see the durability on those. And sort of put a little more texture into this. And see what happens. So let me get moving on that, and I will be back with you after the cut. All right, welcome back. So done a little work on the tree here, so let's go take a look at it here. You guys can tell me what you think. So this is what we've got. I've got some shape into it now. I've got the jungle leaves in there. I shaved out on some of the inside. Got it looking up here. I think the inside looks pretty good. Might be a little thin on some of the leaves up near the top. But I think relative to the trunk, I sort of wanted to show that off. Show off parts where the trunk is at. I think, let me see what I got for these in here. Yeah. I think I want to do that and that. You know, sort of random in there. Yeah, there we go. That looks a little bit better. Not quite as thin in there. So that's where I'm at with this tree. So let's go get a stack of dirt. And oh, it's already in my inventory. Let's go pillar up and take a look at it. Got other people out here working at the zoo, putting some shops in. So that's what we've got there. It's a little dark. Kind of see that little nub right there. Stuff hanging down. I think it looks pretty good. I like how this is kind of a neat little thing I didn't really mean to, but just sort of happened, is leaving some of that upper branch and trunk exposed up at the top. Let's just go take another angle at it. That's one of the things I've been doing is coming at it from a bunch of different angles, if at all possible, because you really can't see everything from just one spot. So this is this side over here. The intermixes of the different leaves, I think, really worked well. I think the jungle and the oak work really, really well together on that as well. So looks pretty good. kind of see the side over here. Let's pillar up one more time over here. I think that's, as I'm building this tree, that's one of the things I started learning was that it's a matter of looking at it from different angles, different perspectives as we go around it, jumping on buildings as I'm doing here, moving around, because you never see the whole thing from one angle. When you're especially when you're right in the mix of putting all the leaves in, you never really see other than what you're focused on. So moving around when you're doing these custom trees is, I think, really important as well. One little, just so you know, little side note here, as I came up here and spawn-proofed these roofs, I had a couple creepers spawn up here, and one of them dropped down on me earlier yesterday, so I had to get that taken care of just in case. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. So this is what I'm going to do next here. Is I'm going to go get some shrubbery. I'm going to get at least one vine in here. I think plant some flowers in and around this. Get some stuff out. Excuse me. Wow, it's cold. Still not gone away yet. Whenever I get sick, I have this habit of keeping that cough around for a while, and it just scratches on the throat. So I'm going to get some flowers put in here. Get this all, some color in here. And, oh boy, the lag. So, if I ever shoot the zombie, or he ever shows up. Oh, wow. So, let me go get this all taken care of, and I will be back with you here in a bit. All right, and welcome back. So, I've got some progress done on the tree, but I'm not going to show you yet because, in all honesty, it's kind of done. And I don't want to show you just yet because I got to fill some time here. This took a lot less time than I thought it was going to. So I'm working on a water feature right here. You can kind of see the tree. I'll show you that here in a second. A water feature here, and just trying to show you what I'm doing here. It's very similar to some of the other ones that I've done, where we're going to use some glass in here and get a little bit better shape out of it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fill the bottom of this up, because I kind of don't want that water flip-flopping around everywhere. So what I think I'm going to do, let's see what this shape looks like first. Boop, like that. Get the light in there. Little water feature. I think that kind of works. I'm going to do another one over there, but I'm going to do something special with that one, and hopefully I'll do that as an episode. I got to do a little bit of digging with it first and playing with it. So not quite ready to do that one yet. It's nothing really. It'll look the same. I've got some redstone underneath it that I want to do, and that I'm kind of been playing with. So that's more of what it is than anything else. So it's kind of what I've been thinking about doing on this other fountain. I want to kind of make a wishing well. I haven't seen one yet, and my idea is that at random points throughout the day, based on a daylight sensor and based on a randomizer, if you throw a particular item into the fountain, it will return with something like maybe a diamond or a piece of redstone or something like that. That's a little bit different than some of the other things as well. And I also want to do something different in here. I have an idea, and I'll walk you through this because I'm not sure if I'm going to do this on camera because it might take a while. But this is what I'm going to do for the water features. Both of them are going to look the same. This one over here, this one here, and then this one over here. And it's it's the same shape. I think it looks kind of good. I mean, it's a little bit different in there. It fills in this, and now I got to get some landscaping in here. Probably going to put some shrubbery in here. I might dig this out a little bit and put the shrubs closer to the building and sort of have this out and lower down here. But let's go take a look at this tree. I've been stalling long enough. This is what we got. Did a little bit of shaping, a little bit of tweaking on some of the things. Decorating down at the bottom. It's just some grass. Got some mushrooms in here. I don't really use mushrooms a lot, and I thought on this particular thing it would work out really well. Got a rose in there and a peony over on this side. That's just where they ended up looking. Kind of got this look up in here. Pretty good here. Got some glowstones, so there is some light coming down from it as well. It didn't hurt as bad as I thought it was going to. It didn't take nearly as long as I thought it was going to do to put this into place. I'm looking for creepers. Kind of got some neat, interesting shapes to it. I have impressed myself. I think I can build trees now. At least that's the story I'm sticking with. I'm never sure if it's ever done. I think I want to put some minor little changes. Let me go grab a couple of leaves. This is going to be one that I can tell. I'm going to keep coming back and looking at it and going, well, it's not quite done yet, and I want to do this with it, and I want to do that with it. I'm going to put some jungle leaves up at the top here. But I'd love to hear your feedback on this, as far as what you think of it. Is it any good? I think that's what I wanted. Yeah. Oh, I want that one. I'd love to hear your feedback. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below if you think that any of this stuff needs to be changed. Be glad to take those into account and make those tweaks and adjustments. I'm not afraid of making changes. Yeah, that's a little better. A little more texture up there. Leave me a comment down below. As always, you can find me on Twitter as well, and I'd love to hear your feedback on that. But that is all I got time for. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe. And until next time, this is a Wandering Nerd.